Our number one sport from Zimbabwe as we bring you once again live coverage of the Zimbabwe Football Premiership. I'm Charles CNN Mabika, and in a couple of moments we'll be crossing over live to Mbiles. No, not to Mbiles, Jaira Mbiles. We'll be crossing over live. Well, just a stone's throw from Mbiles. We'll be crossing over live to Waterfalls, to the Hart Stadium, where the Miracle Boys Yadah play host to Madamburo Ngezi Platinum. Yes, that's where we will be headed. It's just a stone's throw from Mbiles, from Rufaro Stadium. But we will be in Mbiles on Sunday. We'll be talking more about that. And Yadah are number 13 and Ngezi Platinum are number 7. So number 13 meets number 7. Yadah fighting relegation as we head round the bend for the final stretch. And I can tell you that if your team is number 9 to number 18, they could get relegated. Any one of those teams, because it's so tight. So I'm talking about Ibozo supporters. Your team is number 9, and all the other guys, the supporters of Bikita Minerals, Caps United, and so on, Green Fuel, and so on. Right. Let's say hello to the two experts from ZBC TV Sports who will be helping us look more into this game at Hart Stadium, Yadah versus Ngezi Platinum. First, let's say hello to the staunch Liverpool supporter we call Coach Bex. It is Bekimpilo Nyoni. Yes, Coach Bex is always good when you're around.
Good afternoon, CNN.
Mm-hmm. Right, and alongside Coach Bex is a staunch Manchester United supporter. He's a Living Warriors legend, a former Dynamos captain, and today, his heart is in one place at Hart Stadium. We used to call him Chief. We still call him Chief. Let's say hello to Chief Justice Majavi.
Thank you, Legendary. Good afternoon.
Right. Okay. That's the match that we have for you. Yadah versus Ngezi Platinum. Tomorrow, we've got more games for you, and we'll be having a brief look at those ones as we take a look there. Yes, and as you can see, Yadah versus Ngezi Platinum, and the big one tomorrow should be at Mbiles, where the students, high-flying students, take on second place Mavira. And at Mandava, of course, FC Platinum take on Caps United. Two teams who will be licking their wounds. And just quickly, Coach Bex, the big one tomorrow. Can the students stop also high-flying Mavira Scotland?
The students are very unpredictable. They are a team, when you are going to play them, you look at their lineup, you underrate them, because when you look at the Benza himself, his age and everything, people say, he's not contributing much. But I think his passes have seen so many teams having problems, and the team ends up winning. And the players who play around him, they work so hard such that they've managed to make that team a bit balanced, because everyone works for the team. And himself, Benza, when he gets the ball, you know that the next thing he will produce a very good pass. As much as he will not fight to get into tussles to win balls whatsoever, but what he does when he gets the ball, I think what is key. That is what is key.
That's right. So it could go either way. I think Scotland will know. Stanza will know. He always says Rentals, one of the toughest teams to play. And there's the log table for you. And it's very tight, isn't it? As you can see, Chinu Chedu on top on 50 and just 1 point behind. Mavira, third, Amos, and fourth are the students. And Ngezi Platinum, if you just jump, look at them there on number 7. If they win today, Ngezi, if they beat Yadah, they jump up to number 3. Because they are on 40 points, they'll be on 43. So they'll go 1 point above most. So Chief Justice, very, very exciting and eye-catching. And if we look at Yadah, Chief Justice, they're number 13. If they win today, they jump up to number 9.
It's unbelievable log, you know. It's an unbelievable log. You know? Anyone can just be somewhere else.
Exactly.
Just getting 3 points. You see, where there is Ngezi, they are going to be number 3. Whereas Yadah, they are going to be number 9. Probably just 1 or 2 matches away from the chop.
Yes.
But I think it's exciting. This week has got quite a good number of good games, and a lot is expected. We'll see a lot, especially the ones also coming up tomorrow. And there are a lot of things to happen this week. People, most teams will know their fate, especially this weekend.
Yeah, this is the week that might decide everything, and goals will be crucial here as we take a look at the top goal scorers table. And Washington Navaya, the men from Tel 1. We're just having a look again at the fixtures that are here this weekend, and the one that we're bringing you on Sunday. If you look there, Dinamo Dimbare will be hosting Boys Zenaro at Rufaro Stadium. So that is the one that we'll be bringing to you here on ZBC TV. But we're just looking at the top goal scorers there. Washington Navaya on top and on 12. And the man they call Mbappe in Norton. That's Billy Veremo, just one place behind. And very interesting, Tandongwenya, who has left, is now in South Africa, still there, up there, tied with Toro, Timon Machope on 9 goals apiece. And Chief Justice just staying with you, and the goal scoring is tight as well.
Very tight. You know, you can see Billy is on 11, just one behind Washington. And you know, they're all going for the golden boot. And I also look at Timon, who has started scoring goals. Maybe he can as well start banging them and become also in the race. But he's not far away. Tando is gone, so there's no chance for Tando anymore. But still, he did very well in the first half. He scored so many goals, which is good for him. And I can see. I also noted that Gururabo is also on the radar, but it's quite good. It's quite interesting. I think the young men will just keep scoring, and they should be motivated.
Exactly.
You know, in every match, especially where we are going now, where you need more goals. Especially each and every team is now running away from the position they are, because you might find yourself being far away from the championship or
That's
from
right.
the safety side. So I think the guys they should polish their boots and be ready to start scoring more and more goals.
And Coach Bex, I was just looking at the goal scorers table there. I don't know whether they'll bring it back. Innocent Musiwa from Bikita Minerals is on 7 goals. So, you know, well, we'll be talking about that later as we take a look at the people, the fans arriving at Hart Stadium in the heart of Waterfalls, as that is the home ground of Yadah. And Coach Bex, it's a very delightful venue, the Hart Stadium here. And it's, as we see, the arrivals there. But just talking, it's a very delightful venue, Hart Stadium.
Yes, it's a delightful venue. You can see even they look at the dressing room.
Yep, that's the other dressing room.
Everything is set, but unfortunately, it has also failed to reach the kickoff standard. I think this is the most unfortunate part, because when we look at modern stadiums, we have Mandava is modern, Nyamunga is modern from Kariba, is modern, Yadah is modern, but all those stadiums are failing to meet the standards, which means that when they were built, the guys who were planning for them, they didn't really take much into consideration to say, let's reach the standards, which means the administration at Zifa, who were there during that time, who were inspecting this stadium being built, they didn't really do a good job. And today, the country don't have stadiums.
Yeah, that's, I think, food for thought. We really need to be serious about our stadium so that they reach the high standards. I mean, listen, just imagine that Simba Bora will not be playing in the country when they take on I just call them Ngezi, right? That's Madam Buro there arriving at Hart Stadium. Ngezi, that's the team that they are playing from Eswatini, Simba Bora. Just to be simple, ingoba it is Ngezi FC. Ongo Simba Bora rutamba Ngezi. Dofska netse man. As we see Madam Buro just disembarking from that bus all the way from Mondoro. And something not really going well on Ngezi Platinum. They've been inconsistent. If you begin to think that these guys were just champions just a couple of years ago, and it just beats you in 2023. They were the champions. And Chief Justice, they just haven't been consistent.
Yeah, I feel like there were a lot of things happening there, just behind the scenes, and this affected them as well, and also the players, you know. And everyone knows what they did in 2023. Very good run. Coming to last year, they didn't manage to retain the title, but yeah, you see, they got some good players. You can see the names here. Very good. Everything. Very good players with them, but they are not gelling up. They are not gelling up, and they've got Mzenda there. I think this boy is good. Mzenda, he was Tanaka. Also Nisbet Mzenda.
Nisbet,
he was with the Warriors at the Kosafa. He's good. Masonga Nyika so as well. He also made it to the Kosafa, and I think
you were there. I know them very well.
I know them very well, and they are very good players. You know, something which is not clicking up, and we know the ability of Deco. You know, with this team, he has worked so hard. He has worked so hard with the team, trying to build and so forth. But you know, when you are not stable behind the scenes, you know, things don't work the way you want. You can see from the results they're getting. They are only settling for draws this year. Yeah, so it's another setback for them. But I think now they can, if they are to come back stronger, they can start realizing where they are going. Because if they win today, they will be number 3. So you find they've got something to play for. Yeah, they've got something to play for. At least finishing in top 4 for a team of their magnitude, I think is quite good.
I mean, the crux of the matter is Ngezi Platinum have got a shrewd coach, one of the finest, Deco Texua Chiragui, and the inconsistency, like the chief is saying, is not Deco's fault. Really. We all know that. Coach Bex.
Yes, I think when you look at the team...
As we look at an empty stadium, Coach Bex, before you come in, empty.
Yes. It's almost empty. It's really disappointing that people don't want to come and watch, but people have to market. They have to market football for the fans to be part of the goings on, rather than just trying to say we'll have the team play. We'll have the team playing. Yes, as we're talking about Ngezi, I think their main challenge, there's been a lot of movement where they lost almost 15 players. So you find now they've brought in new players. Like if you look at their lineup today, you could see Kada has always been coming mostly from the bench, but today he has come in, he's starting. And I've seen also Hachiro has come in. I think he was affected by injuries. Benura, I've also seen, he's also there. So all these experienced players, I'm sure they are going to be helping to change how they are going to be handling today's game, because the 2 games they have played, one at Highlanders, it came a draw. Against Big T Minerals, they also drew. And from that point of view, you could see that that's not Ngezi expects, especially at home. They expect to overrun everyone. And previously, when we watched the Achibuku Trophy game against Triangle, they really struggled at home, which is unlike Ngezi. And I want to believe the changes we are seeing today are signs that Deco is not happy with the way the team is performing.
Yes, so a lot will be expected from the little men we call Dynamite, Richard Hachiro, as we see the workout there from Hard Stadium, where Yadah, of course, are preparing to take on Ngezi Platinum. Like I was saying, Hachiro, Dynamite is back, and Kadi Amini, he's back as well. So we're expecting that maybe Ngezi will be pumped up But Yadah really fighting relegation. And Chief Justice, this one is promising to be an epic battle.
Yeah, it's a big battle. Yadah running away from the relegation zone. So is Ngezi, which are looking for a fourth position, for a top 4 finish. I think it's a good game altogether. And if you see Yadah, last week they're motivated. Last week they won against Cape United, and it's a good motivational match going into this. They're prepared, and today they're at home, and they will enjoy Hart Stadium, which is their favorite hunting ground. I think they can do something there. So as Deco coming in with a relatively young squad mixed with some experience, I think he will also try by all means to avoid a defeat.
All right, so it's going to be very interesting. An epic battle awaits us. And yes, as always, we get into the minds of the two gaffers, the two head coaches, to find out what they have been planning, what they are thinking. And like always, it's time for you to sit back and listen to what the two gaffers had to say. First, our crew talked to the man we call the fixer. That's Maxwell Takaendesa Jongwe of...
We expect this game to be very difficult, but the good thing is we have already prepared the whole week for this encounter. So what we have done, I'm sure we'll have enough answers to try and get the 3 points today. Being Yadah, we know where we are. Irregardless of what other people say, we are in a situation where we believe we are not relegation material. We have a good squad that is capable of giving us the 3 points that we require for every game that we play, especially at home. This is the moment where even our supporters, they know how we play. We are not really under threat, as people say. Yes, the log speaks different tune, but we are confident we will sail through.
Yeah, no, besides for them being on a relegation battle, I think it's a very, very, very good team. They always play good football, and they always give us challenge in the league. But results, they'll just come the way it is on a particular day. But it's not a team that you can just come in and say it's a walk in the park. We just need to make sure we fight. You see, they came to Baobab and they've won the game 2-1. It shows that they've got a very good pedigree to make sure they can, at any given day, they can come up with the result that they want. And also, in addition, that is going to give a lot of motivation to them is the position they are on the log. It gives them a lot of fighting spirit and also the motivation. Also playing at home, it also gives them a very good advantage. But playing against them is also not going to be easy, because we are also there to make sure we can get a positive result, and obviously to try and make sure we have prepared enough to come and get positive results here. Though it's not going to be easy, but obviously football is a competition game that as a coach you really need to make sure you prepare for your team to do better. And we pray to God, and we have been praying to say today it might be our day.
Right, they asking for divine intervention is the head coach of Ngezi Platinum, the man we call Deco Tekshua Chiragwi. And before Deco, it wasn't the head coach who is the fixer, Maxwell Takaendesa Jongwe. It was actually his deputy, that's Ikabot Masocha. But you heard what he had to say there. So an almost empty stadium at Hart, there in the heart of waterfalls in the capital city, Harare. And what I'm going to do now, before I forget, is ask the two experts for their focus before we cross over for the commentary. Prediction, Coach Bex, I'll start with you.
1-0 to Yadah.
1-0 to Yadah, says Coach Bex. Chief Justice.
No, I want to keep my prediction for Sunday. I'm losing out my betting for Sunday. If I'm to give, okay, a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. So I'll have to go 1-0 to Ngezi Platinum to balance things up. Right, those were the predictions, Chief Justice. But I did say his heart was in one place today. Looks like Ato Jamba Sunday. Chief Justice. Sunday. Anyway, Askat. Right. Right, so those were the forecasts. It's going to proving to be an epic battle, like I'm saying. I did say earlier on, as we go around the bend, as we head for the final stretch. Just 9 games to go now. 4 teams will be relegated at the end of the season. And we're just preparing to go to Yadah Stadium there to the Hut Stadium, of course, is the home ground of Yadah. And I did tell you that, of course, tomorrow is the pick of the crop at Rufaro Stadium. Herentals take on Scotland. That one, tricky. FC Platinum take on Caps United, tricky as well at Mandava Stadium. Simba Bora should be favourites against Kwekwe United. It was a nice stadium. Tel 1, tricky, could be slight favourites against Chicken Inn at Ascot Stadium, and ZPC Kariba Kauya Katuruturu at Nyamunga Stadium. There maybe there should be slight favourites over the Sugar Boys Triangle United. But here, it doesn't look like anybody is going to be favourite, maybe Yadah, because Yadah, when they went to Baobab Stadium, we heard Deco talking about it. They edged Madamburo by 2-1. So maybe they might start as slight favourites. Remember, the last time out, Yadah beat Caps United. Remember? At Rufaro Stadium. And, Coach Bex, looking very, very interesting indeed, we have to say again.
Yes, it's looking very interesting. I think for Yadah, I think their main challenge might be in goalkeeping, where Timon Vula is not part of the team, part of the lineup today, because I think he has been their main goalkeeper. He has been like their first in defense, and he has done extremely well to protect Yadah, and we want to see whether the reserve goalkeeper is going to do the same. And I think we've also seen the coach has brought in Urikop, which is a sign that he really wants the goals. He wants it. He has put a target man in the first half. That on its own shows he is eager to be collecting 3 points, so that at least they run away from the relegation. Because being in the relegation, you don't sleep. You are always saying, am I going to be the coach who will see this team being relegated? That on its own turns the coach CV, and also the project itself, which we have taken for a year. It's not good.
Mvula suspended, the goalkeeper. Timon
Vula suspended.
Yes, suspended, yeah.
Yes.
So God knows Gurure.
Is the one who is there.
He will know choice. That everything is heaped up on his shoulders.
Yes.
Right, okay, fasten your safety belts as always, because it's now time as we go round the bend, like I said, the final stretch. We are ready for this one before we talk about tomorrow's encounters. This one is Yadah, the Miracle Boys, taking on Madamburo Ngezi Platinum. So let's cross over to Hart Stadium, to the commentary box, and join the guys there. We'll be talking to you at halftime.
Very good afternoon to you all, and welcome to the Hut Stadium, the home of Yadah, who are playing Ngezi Platinum this afternoon. These two teams, well, they've shared some spoils in the past, and there isn't much to separate between these two sides. And of course, Ngezi Platinum, being the away team, failed to be the one that is a bit under pressure, because Yadah will have a bit of a crowd here at the Hut Stadium. We all heard from coaching. That was the national anthem. Nyika, Zimbabwe, to start proceedings here at the Hart Stadium as we see the Ngezi Platinum in grey going across to greet their counterparts from Yadah. Yadah led here by their captain Evans Rusike, a former Supersport United centre striker and former Zimbabwe international. And of course, I might have to retract the statement of former, because he might be able to fight his way back into the national team, given the fact that we've got the Africa Cup of Nations this particular year. And those are the two coaches. In blue is Takandesa Jongwe and Tekshua Chiragwi in white. Now the toss will be conducted. Two veterans are leading the team. Kadra Amin in grey leading Ngezi Platinum, and Evans Rusike in red. As we see some of the Ngezi players preparing for battle. Assisted by is Norman Matemera as the match commissioner. Group more teamwork. Certainly they need that teamwork here, because they are staring down the proverbial barrel of a gun. Joe, if I were to ask you about Yadah, what's the best way to start this game here? Because certainly they are walking on thin ice. They have to do a lot better, more than what that they have ever done.
Yes, Yadah are not looking good on the log table. They are part of the relegation conversation. But coming into this game, I want to see a Takani Sajongwe strategy that comes in all out on the offensive, trying to gain control of the game early in the game. You don't want to chase the game. You are the home team. You want to be in control. You want to be in charge. So I foresee Yadah coming in all guns blazing, but being careful and tight at the back. You know, I would expect a compact defense on the part of Yadah, but more offensive for Yadah going forward.
Yes, there is their lineup, including King, the threat in the That minute of silence is for Tendai Ndoro, the late center striker for Orlando Pirates, Chikanin and Zimbabwe International, who sadly passed away in South Africa, and burial is penciled in for tomorrow, Saturday, in Bulawayo. May his soul rest in peace. And Joe, a sad loss indeed to Zimbabwean football, the loss of Tendai Ndoro.
Indeed, a sad loss not only to the Ndoro family but to the football fraternity in Zimbabwe. And he has also played outside Zimbabwean borders. He's played in South Africa, in Saudi Arabia, and he's not just an ordinary player. He's one player who gave us pleasant memories for both club and country. He also did business for Chicken Inn in Bulawayo. So we definitely will miss him in the game. We'll definitely remember him for all the exploits that he gave us. May his soul rest in peace. That is Tendai Ndoro.
Yes, indeed. As we get underway here at the Hart Stadium, that's Yadah in red playing from left to right, and Ngezi Platinum, having won the toss, they are kicking off. They are playing from right to the left-hand side. Let's wait for Patrick Kalota, of course, was the father. He's late. The former referee Wanda Kalota. May so rest in peace. But his son is carrying on the business here, as the game is played on. Nadolo is the first one to pick up possession. He's brought down. A cynical King Nadolo. He couldn't, as Yadah suddenly get on with the game here as they quickly play it on the right hand side. Looking cross is there!
As we predicted, Stanley, that Yadah are going to come out all guns blazing. From as early as 30 seconds, Yadah have registered a goal. I think that is true to script. because Yadah will definitely want to have control on this game as early as possible, and they have not spent even a minute in the game. 30th second, that ball was in the net.
Yes, Chikumba Tanaka blasting home, following a lovely cross that came from the right-hand side from Shingai Masukuta. Yadah in the lead. That's exactly where Chakaendesa Jongwe wants them to be. An early fight for relegation. If they pick up 3 points this afternoon, it will go a very long way in atoning for the problems that they are having in terms of clock position.
And that's Tanaka Mkumba's second goal in 2 games. Last week he scored a beautiful goal that he beat Caps United goalkeeper Harmony Nare on the near post from a beautiful free kick. So Tanaka Chikumba doing himself 2 goals in 2 games, Tanaka.
Yeah, that's good going as a striker for young Tanaka Chikumba. The free kick will come now for Ngezi Platinum, who were surprised by Yadah. They are down by 1-0. Here they come with their captain, Kadramin, playing as the left back. But now, ball played into touch. Throw in quickly taken. And a foul on Bitch Tauro of Yadah, who was hauled down as he was heading the ball away. Out of danger. Good ball by Gulure. Good balls. Once again they pick up the ball and this one is cleared away. Poor control. But Yadah regained possession. Bit of a heavy touch. Another long effort inside the area. The goalkeeper is all alone and collects without any challenge. That's a
come on, team, man. What a channel you, man.
Yadah continue to come forward here. It's a good looking opportunity for them. This one played to the right hand side. Pulling. And this will be a free kick, which will be quickly taken. Here they come again. Ngezi Platinum, but they've just lost possession. Nadolo flicks it forward. It's picked up by Yadah. It's a long ball on the far side. Daka loses it. And the sliding tackle comes in from Vareta, who plays the ball way out of the stadium. The big man came in with a timely tackle to avert the danger for the Miracle Boys. 1-0, the Miracle Boys are leading here. It is certainly a very, very tricky start for Ngezi Platinum, who have to step up the game here. Here they come once again. Ngezi Platinum trying to settle down into this game. Yadah Chiro playing it backwards. A lovely turn away from his marker. This one played through too long, and the goalkeeper, God knows, Gurure will pick it up. And no challenge at all. Takes some time to dispatch it until he gets a token challenge from the Ngezi Platinum outfit. Now they played back, and Yadah have come here with one thing in mind: pressing high up the field so that if you win the ball, you'll be very close to the opponent's area. Here's a chance once again, cleared away there. By Kadramin. Playing a long ball on the... They do something with this one. Kept in play. Now he comes up with a cross into the area, and nope. Can be cleared away by Masukuta. Not a very good player that produced the cross. Richard Achiro wanted to steal a few meters. Referee, that was spotted. Kadramin playing it forward. Good header away. Looked like a good layoff, but well read there by Ngezi Platinum, who are playing without the likes of Farai Madanaga, Kashtego, all injured. Some of the players you don't see today are on suspension, according to their coach, Tekshua Chiragui. Chiragui himself having played for Cape United. Very toughest stick defender. This is the goal. The cross came in. Wonderful connection into the back of the net. Yadah continued to fight. Even the wicket losing possession. A throw in, quickly taken. Quickly taken. And this one will go straight to the goalkeeper. Controls and gets ready to dispatch the ball downfield. Careless clearance there by Darlington Kurure. That's good note. It's a throw in to Ngezi Platinum.
Speaking of suspensions, Stanley, Ngezi Platinum themselves are missing Obrel Chirinda, who's been suspended in this particular fixture, and the other have their own problems as well. They are missing Innocent Muchaneka, who's serving a suspension, as well as Timon Vula, out suspended. So both teams this afternoon losing some manpower due to suspensions.
Yes, indeed, of course, that's what happens. As Yadah coming through once again, the goalkeeper doing well to head this one away from danger. Here they come. Ngezi Platinum guiding it backwards, finding their captain. Comes back to Chamboko. Hachiro plays it through, it goes out of play. Richard Hachiro, the anchorman, who is also the Zimbabwe international, came from Herentals to play from Ngezi Platinum. Adamburo, Nadolo flicking it on the near side here. Good job by the Ngezi captain, Quadramin. It's out of play for a throw-in a very good-looking position. And I've seen some players take long throws. This one has been given to Emmanuel Chitauro. Big Yadah defender, stepping back a few meters and throws it long. The flick header doesn't go very far. And this one is taken up. The cross looks good, and the goalkeeper has done well. But he has also impeded, so the referee, Patrick Kalota, stops play for a while to attend to the goalkeeper, the Ngezi goalminder. I'm glad to say he's up and about and they're ready to continue. But Yadah are certainly at there.
Yes, they are, and rightly so. And if you look at even the formation, Yadah deployed a 4-3-3 formation, that is against Ajongwe, which for me speaks of a balanced team that wants to attack and be on the offensive. But you see an interesting lineup from Ngezi is that they deployed a 3-5-2 formation, which I think speaks of a team that wanted to congest the midfield. And of course, also surprising is the captain, playing left back. We normally know him as an offensive player. So today he's stopping Yadah players from what he normally does on other defenders.
Oh yes, indeed. And I think Kadramin normally starts from the back, but when the team finds that they need pressure up front, he simply flicks upfield. And that's where Yadah will have to be very careful, and that's dangerous play on the far side from Vareta. Raised his boots high and kicked his opponent in the face. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Has a ball in his play, even offensively, he will still give you something.
Certainly Kadramin is a player to watch. You see there, the rest of them have gone into the opponent's box. So that kick will certainly be played in the box. Yadah have also taken some players into the box to make sure he's defended, as we see the incident of quickly taken by the other goalminder, God knows Gurure. And this one is played into touch. Throw in to the Miracle Boys. They'll take this one with their giant left back Terence Daka, who loses possession. It comes to Richard Hachit, who is looking for Kadramin. Boys.
Stanley, today is the 7th game out of 9 matches that Yadah have scored first. So they always score first in more games than others. So far, today is their 7th game where they've scored first. But on the other side, they've not kept a clean sheet in the 5 clashes versus Ngezi. So it would be right to expect a goal from Ngezi this afternoon.
Yeah.
But they haven't kept a clean sheet against Ngezi in the last 5 games versus the same opponent.
I'm not sure with Tagaindesa bellowing instructions like he's doing. They should be able to keep a clean sheet this afternoon as this ball runs into touch. Quickly taken. Danger coming through Mavudzi. And it's put it away by Chitauro. That will be a throw-in. To Ngezi Platinum, there is Tagaindesa Jongwe. Usually a very calm and collected man, today. Highly animated. You realize that it's dangerous this afternoon if they concede and fail to score more goals than Ngezi Platinum. They are desperate for 3 points. 28 so far in the league. 28 points is not enough. And Kurure is hurried into a clearance and is taken out nicely by Daka. The return pass comes through. One says Yadah were pressing, but they are penalized here. That will be free kick to Ngezi Platinum. Quickly taken. Finding their cap. Here they come. This is the man who produced the cross that resulted in a goal. Flicks it past one man, but they lose possession. Quadramin with the clearance. Another free kick for Yadah. That's for Ngezi Platinum. Quadramin. At the tussle. I think that the ref was right. Ngezi player was being harassed unfairly. And this is a free kick. 14 minutes played. The half here at the Hut Stadium. 1-0 to Yadah.
It will be interesting to see Stanley how this game ends up, because Ngezi themselves have had no loss in their last 5 games, and they have kept no clean sheets in 4 of their last 6 games. So the clean sheet concept has also been nullified or validated now, that they've kept no clean sheet in 4 of the last 6 games, and they've had no loss in the last 5 games. If they lose today, it will be their first loss in 6 games. So we have a game in our hands.
Yeah, a game in our hands, and certainly for Ngezi Platinum, it's not bad going. They should be a lot higher than they are on the league because of the way they play. Let's see if what Tekshua Javi will come. Now to Mavudzi on the far side, tightly monitored, and it's allowed out of defending from Yadah. disagree, Joseph. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it was a well-timed run into space because there was a Yadah defender who was actually watching the ball and actually trying to tuck in to push high up his defensive line. So maybe, yeah, Ngezi will feel hard done by. But it was the closest of offside calls that you can ever see in football.
Yeah, unfortunately with the referees, they're late simply because they don't have tapping once again. Well, good. It was a lovely move by Yadah. Emmanuel Chitauro. Ngezi Platinum. Good defense. Tell.
Yeah, they are officials, yeah. Yeah, they are the officials from Ngezi Platinum. It will seem Yadah are trying to use more of the right-hand channel, right-wing channel. Look at the problem that they are causing Ngezi Platinum when they come through the right channel, and maybe they are targeting Kadri Amini, I don't know. But so far, that wing seems to be fruitful and profitable for Yadah.
Space on the wings. They've decided to exploit the right-hand side, where Mavuti is proving to be a thorn in the flesh. Out of let's wait. Let's see how they go. This will be taken by the goalkeeper. For Ngezi Platinum. Played into touch.
It seems Yadah wants to capitalize on that high defensive line by Ngezi. Because, of course, Ngezi have congested their midfield. But if you look at their high line, I think maybe their biggest undoing. Because they seem to be very exposed. When Yadah are in possession, they are quick to turn the Ngezi defense by throwing the ball right above the Ngezi defense. And you find that there's a lot of space between the high defensive line from Ngezi and their goalkeeper. So maybe Yadah may want to utilize and capitalize on that.
Yes, indeed, and they will have to keep on trying. They have to be consistent with their pressure. They are pressing high up the field, which is good. Ngezi Platinum, I think they must step up a few gears in order to match their opponents. Here's the throw. It's picked up once again by Yadah. Flicked through, but Ngezi Platinum are standing firm in defense as this one runs into touch. It came off Yadah defender, Yadah player. That is attacking us. Now the throw will come. Kamezani Chirwa comes down. Ngezi Platinum. Oh, lovely ball played through. The cross comes in, headed away, and Yadah managing to play the ball forward. Vareta does well to take the ball away, but gives it away immediately. Here's danger for them. A good run. The goalkeeper was the first to arrive and takes it away. That was a good move by Ngezi Platinum. But of course the pass was a bit too heavy. Another good looking clearance. This one taken down, and again Daka giving away possession rather unnecessarily. Achiro picks up possession. Turns backwards. And Ngezi Platinum will restart their formula. Here it comes in the center circle. Kadramin will pick it up. It's taken away once again. Ngezi Platinum are crowding the middle of the park, winning every loose ball. But the captain on this occasion plays the ball into touch. Goal kick.
The goalkeeper recovered it and took the ball into his box.
That was a late recovery indeed. Ngezi Platinum clearing this one forward, neatly brought down. And it goes out of play. Throw in. Quickly taken. It's a good run here. But again, Vareta managed to stay with his man. Ngezi Platinum are turning on the screw as they are going forward. It's taken backwards to Richard Achiro. Ngezi Platinum are still piling on the pressure. Makue turning backwards, and the cross doesn't come off. And finally, Yadah coming through, and that was a poor loss of the ball by Yadah. Now into the middle of the park. The captain takes over. Kadramin tightly monitored. Yes, Yadah piling on the pressure. They've just won the ball. It will be a throw in on the near side here for them. Daura will take it. And he's been inching forward, long throw forward, and straight to the goalkeeper, Mrasiranwa Darlington, who was beaten in the first minute by Yadah. Another throw-in play becoming broken up a bit, with both sides losing possession. But the crowd, nonetheless, will continue to sing and dance in the stands here at the Hart Stadium. As Richard Achiro now will take it. 23 minutes played. It's 1-0 to Yadah. Achiro flicking it forward. Brought down by Makue. Lovely ball on the far side. Good chase. Will he keep the ball in play? He does so. A chance here. And finally taken away by Yadah. They have lost possession. This one comes back again. They are under pressure. Good looking cross. Kamnemo keeps the ball in play. It's completely. Now it comes again to Yadah, who are in a hurry to go forward. Now it's Bango. Brought down. They all the referee. And picked up on the near side by Kadramin. As they try to go forward, Samboko Tal. That was going. Yeah, he's reaching for his top pocket. Patrick Carota. Because Richard Achiro was brought down, so that will be a yellow card. Even Takandesa Jongwe, the coach, Yadah's coach, is being given a yellow card here. First, that is Richard Achiro signaling an imaginary card for the tackle,
which could earn himself a card on its own, because you don't motivate a referee to give a card to your opponent. You let the referee make his own decision at his own discretion.
Good looking cross. The goalkeeper allows it to go out of play. And a player is down, a Yadah player. There is Takandesa Jongwe. Sure, remonstrating with the fourth match official. Rusuke on his booking.
Interestingly, Stanley, this fixture between Yadah and Ngezi, the last 3 games is the away team that has won. In August of 2024, Ngezi beat Yadah 2-1 at this particular stadium, and last year Ngezi lost to Yadah in Mondoro. But the interesting fixture now, this particular one, last year, there was even a red card for Ngezi, which was given to Marvin Chivagoni, and they had won that game 2-0 through goals by Obre Chirinda and Timothy Nambrasiranwa. So we're going to see whether today the script will still prevail, where the away team wins. So because in the last 2 games, the away team has won between Ngezi and Yadah.
Well, if Ngezi would like to win, they have to start playing catch-up quickly, because the first half is faster. First half is fast approaching. The good clearance from the goalminder, and it goes straight to the other goalkeeper.
And I was wondering if Evans Lusika was going to benefit from that long ball. He was isolated amongst 4 grey shirts, and the goalkeeper decided to give him a long ball, and we still wonder why goalkeepers will be rushing to launch long balls out front instead of playing slow build-ups until you get forward.
Taboko. There's a chance on the day. This is a shot, and it's easily taken up by the goalkeeper. It's already started a bit of showboating. There's a long way to go. You have to remain focused. Do the right things. Here it comes now to the near side. The Giants. And will it be kept in play? No. Ball has gone out of play. But Yadah certainly hear their act. Pushing Ngezi Platinum all the way. Never allowing them any meaningful possession. Here they come. Nadolo not on the same page as everyone else. Here's Chamboko now, drifting forward. Ngezi Platinum going through. Cleared away by Yadah. The goalkeeper hasn't moved up at all. Rusike rides the tackle. Nobody home with him. He's looking for support. Now we'll get it. Can they bring the cross? And of course this one goes away, and it's taken away by Ngezi Platinum. Ball played through. Doesn't like his tackle. As can see the veteran journalist. Yeah. Ngezi Platinum will restart up. Another long effort, and this one picked up by the goalkeeper, Kurure. Another massive clearance from the goalminder. Ngezi Platinum under pressure once again. This time around it's picked up by their goalkeeper Mrasiranwa, who's preparing to dispatch this one downfield. How far will it go? This one picked up in the middle of the park. Makue on the far side. Ngezi Platinum are going forward. Good running coming in from the Munemo. But again, Munemo playing it backwards, and it goes out of play. Poor play. This will be a throw-in to the Miracle Boys, who are leading here by 1-0. As the goalkeeper rolls it. Throw-in will come from Terence Daka, who throws it long. And it comes downfield for Rusika to chase. First to arrive is Quadramin. The goalkeeper has done well. But Yadah pick up possession once again. Nadolo. Fernando. Nadolo losing possession, but luckily it's picked up. And that pass goes forward, and the chance once again is there! Brilliant effort. Evans Rusike finally gets his goal. Joe, what a sweeping move. What?
So I think Ngezi Platinum may want to look at their defensive play, because they are found vulnerable on the left back. And that what move and of course you can't give Ivan Rusike enough that kind of space and expect him to be like he's a seasoned poacher and he's also the captain for Yadah. So
oh yes indeed, a 2-0 lead before half-time is very comfortable. 32 minutes played, and the Yadah captain Ivan Rusike scoring the second goal. And the source of all their goals has been the right-hand side. They are piling pressure on the Ngezi captain. That's Quadra Amin. Here they play the ball once again to the far touchline, looking for Tanaka Mavudzi, who doesn't get there. Now it comes on the near side, neatly brought down as they push forward. Tinashe. Then it comes back to the defense, and they all guide it all the way back.
I think that they will do. Very defined defensive midfield against Jongwe, drilling his players so well. You can actually see Yadah.
Yes, and as we take a look at the goal once again, Rusike arrived right on time, but Nadolo's cross was fantastic. Wrong footing all the defenders, and his captain was on hand to tap it home. 2-0. Yadah leading here at the Hart Stadium. Now, this is exactly what the technical department was saying before kickoff, that we are playing at home. We have to show the spirit, and the spirit has been shown here. It's Rusike once again, shielding the ball away from his marker. Ivan Rusike finding Nadolo. And it's picked up once again, and it comes back to Chamboko, who lays it on the near side. Mavudzi. It's guided downfield, back to Quadramin, who finds his goalkeeper. Murasirangwa, who clears a long ball forward. But Yadah, good in defense. And now it comes back to Mavudzi. Oh dear. His cross was miscued, and it goes out of play. Goal kick to God knows Gurure.
You know, when you are testing the game, you know, you want to be efficient, you want to be sure, and you want to be assured. So when that kind of play from Mavudzi, somehow it takes something out of your play, it takes something out of your attack.
Well, he can turn around and tell you that, look, mistakes do happen. It's one of those. Hachiro can't collect. This is King Nadolo once again. Gemizani, who playing a long ball forward. Rusike beaten in the air. Quadramin will come through, but Yadah still in control. It's taken short. Fernando. Chirwa. And it's guided all the way back to their goalkeeper. This was Sonny Mewali. And all the way back to the goalkeeper. Ngezi Platinum Goldminer beaten twice in this first half, with 10 minutes to the Oranges. It's 2-0. to the Miracle Boys. Madamburo not at their best at the moment. There will be a lot of work at halftime. A miscued effort again. He cleared under pressure. Yadah have come with a very effective strategy. Vareta brings it down neatly and turns it back to his goalminder, Kurure. Here he is now clipping it forward. It's a long
1-2, voice check. 1-2, testing. 1-2, voice check.
Quadramin. Again, Mewali will clear the danger. Doesn't go very fast still. Lots of action in the middle of the park, and this is a chance now for Chamboko. Can they pull one back? Yes! Talent Chamboko. Blasting past the goalkeeper. The offside finally jammed. The flag stayed down, and Talent Chamboko went on to score past God knows Gurure. With 9 minutes to go, it's 2-1. And that was a
change of passes.
Lovely pass.
It was threaded down the middle. And he took his time. He looked up and saw that the goalkeeper had committed, and he just chipped the ball over the diving goalkeeper. Good goal from Chamboko, and a good goal to bring back.
Yes, Yadah has been brought back into this game here. Mabuzi to Achiro. It's played into the middle of the park. And this one will roll kindly. Mukumba Marvelous failing to guide the ball to a teammate. This is the goal scorer for Ngezi Platinum, the bearded talent Chamboko. He's been asking questions so many times. Yes, Fernando. A dummy looking for Rusike but fails to find him. And this one is guided back to the goalminder, Murasiranwa. Long clearance. Gomezani. Good clearance. Yadah playing with lots of confidence. And the intended target was at Rusike, but then the execution was poor as the ball goes back all the way to Murasiranwa in this first 45 minutes. Tinashe Mavuzi. Yadah clear the danger. And this one goes out of the stadium. Oh, yes, indeed. It was so high and it has gone out of the stadium. Miscued efforts. Here they come once again. Nadolo turns away from his marker. Flicks it through. He's a player full of tricks. That's King Nadolo. This one onto the far side. Played to Daka. The return pass is a bit too early and well read. In the middle of the park. That's Mukumba to the near side for Quadramin, overlapping for the first time. He has got a straight left foot, brings it across inside the area and taken down, but again Daka was watching. He collects the ball a bit slow and he gets the benefit of doubt. The referee has blown and awarded him the free kick. This is the incident. And the tackle, of course, came late, caught his leg without touching the ball, so that will be a free kick. Taken by Vareta. And this one is headed out of play for a throw-in to Yadah, who are asking all the questions. Yeah, playing the way they are doing. Yeah, they are looking very good indeed. Full of running. They are pressing high up. And the free kick is being taken. It's taken short. And the goalkeeper comes in. Plays that ball forward. King Nadolo is their creative hub. Lays it on the near side as they try to come through Chipangura Jerry. And the chance now, back again to Chipangura. Picked up on the near side, Gomezani. Ball flick through Rusike. Runs past his marker. He was aiming for goal when he should have crossed for players in the middle. With all his experience, surely he should have done a lot better.
For being selfish, was successful strikers are successful selfish. They succeed in that.
Yeah, that's very true. Because if you don't choose to shoot, you shouldn't be playing as a striker. Jerry brings it down. Chipangura losing possession. The referee said play on. Hachiro has played a good-looking ball on the far side. Danger here for Yadah. The cross, and this one into the side netting. Poor effort. A wasted opportunity. Hachiro's ball was brilliant, but again, young Makue didn't do justice to that effort. So this is actually Tanaka Mnemo, who failed to take advantage. Now the clearance from Chitauro. It's headed away, and in the end, free kick. As Ngezi Platinum will restart their formula from the center. This will be more polite, but again cleared away, chested down by Quadramin. Hachiro plays the ball forward, and that good-looking effort. And this was Quadramin trying to surprise the goalkeeper, but Tekshua Chiragui was not happy about it. He has a lot to say to his captain, that at least he should have continued with interplay so that he would have approached the goal line in a promising position. Quadramin, the man who took the shot. And in the meantime, play has been stopped. I can see out of a picture King Nadolo on the deck.
Maybe it was a sign of desperation on the part of Kadri. I mean, because maybe fine, he has a good connection. He had a good connection. Just that ball sailed off target, but the connection was good. The technique was good. But maybe is that what you need at the moment? And you're chasing the game. Maybe not. Share the ball, exchange passes, and make sure you are effective. Make sure you are shown in the effectiveness.
Yes, indeed. And I think Quadramin wanted to surprise the goalkeeper, but his connection was not kind to him. There is Tekshua Chiragui talking to two of his veterans on the left, Richard Achiro and Quadramin on the right. Goal kick to be taken by the goalkeeper. That is God knows Gurure. It's a good kick of the ball. Deep into enemy territory. Picked up by Hachiro. It comes to Quadramin, who plays forward. Was offside. Marginally offside. And I do agree with the far side assistant referee.
Yeah.
That was a spot on. That was a good call. Goal kick to Yadah. 2-1 they lead. 45 minutes. And we will only play just 1 minute of added on time by Patrick Kalota, the match referee. Gurure prepares to dispatch this one. Clips it through. Finds the captain, Rusike. Jerry Chipangura trying to create an opportunity but fails. And it goes. That one sails over the bar. No problems there for the goalkeeper as he plays the ball downfield. Ngezi Platinum are warming up some of their substitutes, maybe just to put pressure on those on the field of play. And the referee has blown to end the first 45 minutes here at the Hart Stadium. Yadah are leading by 2-1. Ngezi Platinum, towards the end, started dictating the pace, and they were rewarded with a goal through talent Chamboko. Ivan Drusike and jersey number 15 for Yadah, Mukumba, was the first one to score in the very first minute to leave the scoreline at 2-1. And Joe, your thoughts very quickly.
And as expected, Yadah came in guns blazing. They got their first goal in the 30th second of the match, and then got their second goal through Tanaka Chikumba. But of course, Ngezi did not give it away on a silver platter. They fought their way back and eventually got a goal from talent Chamboko. But generally, a game that Yadah demonstrated what they wanted to do this afternoon. Their expression of intent to ride away from the 6th position from the relegation teams. Currently, they want to peel away from chicken in from the conversation zone. So I think Yadah are deserved leaders in this particular game in the first 45 minutes, leading 2-1. They deserve the lead.
Yes, indeed, Yadah deserving the lead, given the way they have applied themselves in the first 45 minutes. Big question is, can they continue in the last 45 minutes? We can only find out from our analysts who will be discussing the halftime goings-on in the studio. So we'll have to cross back to the studio to join CNN and his team.
What an exciting 45 minutes from the Hart Stadium. 3 goals that we have witnessed, and Yadah seemed to have been rolling away with it, but Madam Buro came back to have a say in that encounter. My, oh my, 3 goals, and one of the fastest goals ever seen in the Premiership. 31 seconds coming from Evans Rusike. But there have been faster goals in the Premiership, eh? I'll be telling you more about that. But the goals coming from, of course, Evans Rusike getting the second one, and Tanaka Chikumba, who scored against Cape United. Remember, after he came on as a substitute last time out, he's done it again before talent Chamboko replied for Ngezi Platinum. So we've got a second half that is beautifully set up. And yes, in the studio with me, Bekim Pilonyoni, Coach Bex, and Chief Justice Majavi. And Coach Bex, what an opening up!
No, what an exciting match. Both teams are really playing, especially Yadah has been really in total control. Although towards the end of the first half, Ngezi came back a bit stronger, and we have seen that Kadamini on his left side, that has been the avenue which Yadah has been using as they created the 2 goals through Nadolo and Masukuta from the left side.
As we see the first goal there, Coach Beck, sorry to butt in,
yes,
and
Masukuta
with a lovely cross,
yes,
and
good
Chikumba.
That's with the striker's reaction. He was fast. He reacted faster than the defenders.
Where were the defenders here, Chief Justice? Yes. Defenders were napping one day.
You know, from the beginning, if you see from the first whistle, they committed a foul. No one stood in front of the ball, and it was quickly played by Nadolo, and goes to Masugu. Then a brilliant cross and the 20.
This one,
That's Chamboko.
that's Chamboko's reply to make it 2-1.
Yes, the experienced midfielder, face to face to goalkeeper. We knew he was going to score, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, he took it ever so well with the aplomb of a veteran. But the first goal, just fantastic. 31 seconds, and well, they were planning to run away with it when Evans Rusike got the second, but Talent Chamboko came in. So we can't really, can you predict how the second half is going to finish? Well, I can't. I don't know about Coach Bex or Chief Justice. I can't predict because with the way that is going, it's very difficult. Can you predict, Coach Bex, Chief Justice, how this one will end in the second half before I go to Coach Bex?
You know, it's unpredictable. You know, it's unpredictable. You can see we saw 3 goals, unexpected. But you can see the text of the game. It seems if they play the way they did, both teams in the first half, second half will also reap in some few goals. You can see, and as well, Ngezi want to get an equalizer, obviously, and they will try to come in and try not to, like a false start they did in the first minute. They considered a goal, which I think Deco is not happy about that, and obviously you won't be happy. Of course, they will try by all means to put up some pressure in the second half, especially in the first minute of the kickoff for second half.
And this was the second goal from the Miracle Boys. It wasn't a miracle. They did it ever so well, a sweeping move. And again, another lovely delivery coming this time from King Nadolo. And Captain Evans Rusike was there to add the finishing touches with the aplomb, the finish, the precision of a butcher's cleaver slicing through meat and bone. That was Evans Rusike. Before, of course, Ngezi Platinum. I think we've got 3 goals that have been delightful. I'm trying to make up my mind which one has been the best. Have you? The Evans Rusike one, the second one, or the first one by Tanaka Jikumba, or the one by Talent Chamboko? Let's find out from the 2 experts here. Coach Bex, which one?
I will go for Talent Chamboko's goal.
Okay, the Ngezi Platinum one.
Especially the pass, the splitting pass which was produced, which really beat a cluster of defenders. And he was just...
This
left.
one, yes, Coach Bex, this is your best goal and out of the 3.
Look where the goalkeeper went. Look where what happened to the goalkeeper. There he was. There was the goalkeeper. Yes.
All right. Yes. And Chief Justice, is this one your best out of the 3 so far?
I think the Talent one is number 3 for me, but the both goes for Yadah. It's basic training. You can see.
So which one is the best?
For me, I think the square ball from Nadolo.
Okay, so that's the second one.
Yeah, for me, it's more particular. For me, I think so. It's a good one. And of course, there is usually a training. You can see it's a drill. Yeah, you can see it's a drill. They learned about it. It's a square ball, and obviously, Nadolo knew he is at a difficult angle. The best way is to have a square ball. Of course, he did the same, and there was someone in the box and they slot in, which is very good for me. I think that's football. You would. For the third one, for Talent, it's a good goal, I would say, but it's just childish marking from Yadah defense. They're just going high line, whilst there's a distance between the goalkeepers and the goalkeeper and the defense line.
That's the second one, isn't it, Chief Justice? This is the first. This is the first one.
Coach Kumba.
Yes.
It's a normal cross in the box.
It's a normal cross. So you don't rate this one the best. The second one that you're rating the best.
Yes, I'll do that because look at the run from Nadolo, the second one. This is the first one.
This first one.
Yeah, that's the first one. It's a normal cross in the box. The defense didn't do anything about it. But if you could see there.
Okay. These are the highlights. No goals here, but just flourishing action coming, sweeping from one end to the other. But Yadah were in control for the initial stages of the game. And the two goalkeepers being called in for some saves. And is Deco, that's Tekshua Chiragwi, just, flashing out their instructions, backing, not happy with some things, and one of the shrewdest coaches in the country, I will tell you. I'm sure you'll agree, Tekshua Chiragwi, very, very shrewd, one of the finest coaches in the country. And, of course, Patrick Kalota, the referee, has handled this one, as expected, first good 45 minutes. And some bit of the hat-tricks here. Probably coming a bit of tricks from Babagari. You think Coach Bex has been seeing a lot of Babagari, hasn't it?
A lot of Babagari.
Yes.
Yes.
That's God knows Gurire, was it?
Yes.
It's a bit of clowning.
But at times, when you're leading 2-0, first half, it's a bit too early to be clowning.
I wonder if Brenham Siska, who is the goalkeeper's coach, has told God knows Gurure, could unombodaro so, man. I don't know. Because he used to do that when he was playing. You see, Brenham Siska for Black Aces for Caps United, whenever they were on top, he would do things like that. So I'm just wondering whether Babagari has told God knows Gurure kuti. I'm just wondering.
But the goalkeepers, most of these goalkeepers, they are characters, you see. Such that at times they do the other things which they just decide to say, let me do this way. And even the coach himself will say, why are you doing it? It's a bit too early. Because the coach will be saying it's a bit too early before he start to be playing around.
These coaches, we've had quite a few of them in the country from way back to now, and one who would come to your mind, I'm sure, is Umbro. Gift Umbro Musadzi, the former Dynamos and former Zimbabwe Warriors keeper. You remember when Umbro, he collected the cross, and he would turn, face his goal and throw the ball per crossbar, and it comes. He used to give me shivers. I used to shiver when he was doing that for the Warriors. I remember when we went to play in the 2006 AFCON in Egypt, and we're playing Senegal, and the cross came over. He got the ball, he turned around, and he was going to do this. And I remember I was doing commentary, and I said, no, Umbro! And it was like he had me. And then he turned around, he didn't throw it against the crossbar, and he flashed it out with his right boot. And, Chief Justice, Umbro.
I know Umbro. He used to do that a lot. I remember in the 2005 COSAFA, we went for COSAFA. So he was starting in goals, and in the TikTok, the team manager was the late Ernest Mapepa, and he was like, after everyone has spoken, the coaches, after everything and finished, and then they were asking the manager, do you have anything to say? He just stood up and said, no, I don't want Umbro to throw the ball on the crossbar. And guess what happened? He did the same. It came in, it was a ferocious shot. He saved that shot, and he just turned, and he was kneeling with his knees. Then he threw it on the crossbar.
Umbro.
And we started seeing the late Mapepa opening his shirt. He was sweating.
He was sweating. I know the feeling.
He was funny. But we used to ask him why you do that. He always say he has confidence in that.
Confidence. But I remember talking to Umbro.
During his career, he never let the ball go in as a goal.
He never made that mistake.
Yeah, but I remember talking to him. Umbro said, one day Umbro, uchairasa, overikanda munet ende, ukazviita munational sports stadium. My Warriors over ameno zako. My supporter, my Warriors unoazia, and used to laugh it off. Right, enough about goalkeeping theatrics. Well, we just saw one day from God knows Gurure of Yadah, who of course went into the break leading by 2-1. This is a thrilling encounter. Your guess is as good as mine on what's going to happen in the second half as the two teams now prepare to continue. Remember, Coach Bex, 1-0, he's out. He headed 1-0 for Yadah, he's out. Chief Justice, 1-1, he's out. Legendary, Dandati Futi, 1-0 for Ngezi Platinum. So the three of us are all out. So it didn't work out there. So we'll have to find out what will happen in the second half. Well, we've got some delightful games tomorrow. The top one, of course, at Rufaro, where Rentals are taking on Scotland. But the one that we'll be bringing you will be on Sunday, where Dinamo Dimbari are taking on Boys Zenaro Green Fuel at Rufaro Stadium. Right, it's time for us to rejoin DJ Stanley Katande. We're sitting alongside Joseph Nkani in the commentary box at the Heart Stadium, where Yadah are taking on Ngezi Platinum. I should remind you, DJ and Joseph, they are both staunch Liverpool supporters, just like Coach Bex. But you know, Chief Justice
Ngezi
is Manchester United and legend.
And I can see that Chiragui Tekshua is preparing to make some changes. And Patrick Kalota has been asked to wait so that those changes can be completed. Fourth match official is busy preparing the substitutions. Maker, that is and one of the players to be brought in is Karangesha. Karangesha, the tricky customer, and in comes another player who is also a tricky customer for Ngezi Platinum, Derek Murimba. When he came on the last time out in the Chibuku Trophy, he proved to be quite a handful. As we get underway with Yadah now playing from right to left, Ngezi Platinum playing in the opposite direction. Makue looking for Derek Murimba, but this one was overcooked and it goes out of play. Well, it stays in play. I thought the goalkeeper had decided to take time, but he was actually fooling us. I was one of those who was fooled with his relaxed approach. Now it comes to Fernando playing as a D-link. That pass goes out of play. This one finally goes out of play on the far side. Here's Kadramin taking the throw. As Ngezi Platinum leave it for the captain to play a long searching ball forward. Chipangura, he was impeded, and free kick. That was Makue who came in with that illegal challenge, so that will be a free kick to Yadah, who are leading by 2-1. Vareta prepares to dispatch this one. Plays it long on the far side, neatly bringing it down. Is Shingai Msukuta. Yadah with the King Nadolo, but again Msukuta losing possession. This one will come to Chipangura. This brought to the near side here, back to Daka. Plays a long ball forward. Good defensive work there. Chipangura heavily involved, and in the end it looks like Fernando was brought down, and Chamboko is very lucky that the referee is not considering further action. Let's take a look at it again. Yeah, it's Makue. Makue committed the offense, and he is going to walk away free, but Tekshua Chiragui still not happy with what he is seeing since the restart. So that's a young Makue coming through to receive some instructions. Being questioned on what he is doing. Yeah, Tekshua Chiragui can drive his message home forcefully. But the young man is listening intently. And looking at the injury of Fernando, I just hope that is nothing serious, Joe, because Tekshua Jongwe would like to, Takandesa Jongwe rather, would like to make tactical substitutions, not injury-inspired ones.
Yes, and Fernando is one of your midfielders who's very industrious. He's a hard-working, he's a solid defensive midfielder. You don't want to lose him because of injury inspired substitution. And also he's one player who can have a presence felt in the game. And Yadah doesn't want to lose him. I think he was going to hop back onto the field. It's good to see him back on his feet and ready to be signaled back on.
Yeah, Fernando now waits for the game to restart before rejoining his team. His team, Yadah, leading by 2-1. A chance here, free kick will come from Chikumba. Who's going to take it? Well taken, wow! Vareta threatened to score from the best part of 45 meters. That was a well-taken effort.
Yeah, a well-taken effort. It was just a few centimeters wide off the upright. In that case, Yadah survived. Otherwise, it was, Ngezi survived. It was a well-taken shot. It could have been something that was telling he had been on target and hopefully a third goal.
Yes, a chance once again, and Yadah managed to clear. Quickly taken, that's a throw-in. Here they come once again, Ngezi Platinum, but this time around the ball rolls kindly for Gurure, who will use as much time as possible. You will realize the danger if the referee decides to count him down. Spangura has got a touch, and this one goes out of play. Throw in to Yadah. Now Daka should take it. Takes a long throw looking for his striker and captain Evans Rusike. Another throw for Yadah. We're piling on the pressure here. Yeah, some of the fans enjoying themselves here at the Hut Stadium. That's Femi of ZTN. Yeah, that's the lady in a brown top. So the free kick will be taken here. Long clearance. It's headed away by Yadah once again from the far side. Tanama Kamnemo standing firm. Meanwhile, Takaendesa Jongwe is preparing to make some substitutions, still out of your picture. This throw will come. And Ngezi Platinum have picked up possession. A lovely turn there as they go forward. He's looking for an overlapping Karangesha, but then a good run by the big defender Emmanuel Chitauro. He wins a round of applause for a job well done. Throw in from the far side to be taken by Yadah. This is the chance. Chitauro winning the ball, making it a clearance. Ball picked up, and this one played wayward again. Oh my dear. That was young Tanaka Chikumba. He could have done a better job by just cushioning the ball forward. Now Ngezi Platinum have broken loose once again, and this one over the bar. Talent Chamboko could have easily equalized here, but take a look at that. The ball went through, a good run coming in, and that was a delicious cross, and Chamboko with his left foot over the bar, and Yadah survived.
Yadah survived. I think a point of worry for me, Yadah being beaten by the same routine Ngezi Platinum are threading passes through the middle channel, through the central channel, and Yadah seem not to have read that, and maybe they may need to be compact defensively and stop such kind of goals being threaded through the central channel by Ngezi Platinum. That there could have been an equalizer had Talent Chamboko been steady and found the target with a low shot.
Oh yes indeed, that's Yadah are struggling to keep the lines because the offside trap is jamming. Now there's an opportunity for Urikop to come on. Chikumba, the goal scorer, the man who scored less than a minute of the start. Urikop, the Namibian, joins the fray. And it's a clear sign that Takande Sajongwe wants to stretch the defense, because Urikop is one player who stays in the box when given the opportunity. So Ngezi Platinum will have to watch this one. That's a long clearance. Urikop beaten, and he clashes with the referee Patrick Kalota. Both parties managed to carry on, and the offside trap is jammed once again. Here's another chance, and it's taken away. Jerich Bangura losing possession and easily taken away by Kadra Amin. But Ngezi Platinum will have to restart the formula. Headed into space and under pressure, guided back into defense by Gomezani Chirwa to find his goalkeeper Murasiranwa. Here's Richard Hachiro. Long clearance by Hachiro. Yadah pick up possession. Urikop can't get to it. Yadah once again managing to play the ball away with Gomezani Chirwa. Into touch for a throw in. And the two changes that have been made will make who it is in a moment or two. Yadah clear. And a good run by Urikop. He was the last one to touch it. It goes out of play. The Yadah having met their changes. Jason Kudzai, just number 20, came on in the middle of the park to partner King Nadolo. Here's a long tussle there, and the ball once again being picked up by Yadah, and it's out of play. Yadah being given benefit of doubt. Throw in. Musukuta staying down. For a moment I thought he was injured, but it looks like he's fine as he's about to get up. And this is how the incident came about. Of course, he got a few kicks there from Kadra Amin, so the free kick has been given for some rough play by Kadra Amin, who is going to play the ball downfield. This is a good looking one into the box up. Kudzai losing possession. Here's Yadah playing forward, and definitely Delic is offside. Yeah, Delic Murimba straight offside, and Yadah are still employing the tight line, playing a high line and making sure that Ngezi Platinum are halted through that offside trap. It jammed once in the first half. Here's a chance now for them. Ball played through. That was not a good one by Fernando. It breaks loose, and a chance here, but again they failed to clear the ball. And a chance now for Sike. Will he get the second goal? Took too long. And finally, it's cleared away by Yadah, who I think are actually making life difficult for themselves here. Ball played through. And it's neatly brought down by Nadolo. Back again to Fernando. Long ball forward, picked up by the goalkeeper, who does well to clear downfield. But again, Vareta is a hard nut to crack. That was Daka. Hachiro. And in the end, Tinashe Mavudzi failing to fasten onto that pass. It will be a throw-in to the Miracle Boys, who are still leading by 2-1. Another change will be coming. Musarurwa to join the fray. As we take a look at the replay, and in the end, well, I can see Takaendesa Jongwe and that's a foul there. Yellow card on a Yadah player. He's trying to explain himself, but it doesn't help at all because the referee has already made a decision. And King Nadolo, using his experience to warn his teammate that you can only argue so much with the referee. Fernando, that doesn't show him as a clever player. You can't keep calling the referee names, otherwise if he gets your name back in the book for the second time, Joe, you will definitely walk.
You'll definitely walk. And one thing of interest is that I don't know which number the referee booked Fernando, because his jersey is just number 28, but if you look at his socks, he's putting on socks number 22. So which number has been booked by the referee? 22 on the socks or 28 on the jersey? Which speaks of branding in the local game. I think these are small things that make a big statement. It's a huge statement. Fernando is wearing two different numbers, 22 on his socks and 28 on his jersey.
It also makes life difficult for commentators, because if I look at your socks and I see 22, that's the number I will call out. Now a chance for Musarurwa to join the fray. Musarurwa is a defender, and Shingai Msukutwa calls it a day. Jersey number 71. And Musarurwa, Valentine Musarurwa, a defensive substitution. Is Takaendesa locking the door and throwing away the key? That's the big question, Joe.
Yeah, I think Takaendesa wants to manage the game. Right now, we've played with less than 30 minutes of play remaining, and you now want to manage the game. These are the important phases of the game where you are leading 2-1, and you want to exert your control and make sure the game goes in your favor, and you have to influence the proceedings. Yeah, maybe that's the message from Takaendesa Jongwe.
Orikop. This one, Hachiro, will definitely play it back to his goal minder. Murasiranwa will collect. Taking a bit of time before playing it to Kadramin, the captain. Along the ground all the way to Makue. Makue far side. Some good running coming in from Chamboko. Good looking cross headed away by Vareta. Out of play on the far side. With 62 minutes played. 28 to go. Polite. Moyo. Back to Kadramin. Who plays it through into the center. And the goalkeeper plucks it from there. It goes down. And it looks like the goalkeeper claiming that he was injured. So the Madiks are going to attend to the other player, who is the goalkeeper there. Gurure, God knows. This is how it came about. He went up and was challenged there by Tinashe Mavudzi. He must have landed awkwardly, and I don't think it's the contact from Tinashe Mavudzi. The landing is the one that was awkward and is being attended to.
Yes, if you look at the contact there, I think it was just a normal routine football contact when two players are going for a high ball. Of course, we know the goalkeeper is protected, but I think Gurure is trying to sort of manage the game and take away the sting from Yadah, from Ngezi, who are so desperate to get an equalizer this afternoon. But look, the goalkeeper is a protected species, but his landing might have cost him.
Yes, and Fernando possibly being given some more instructions by Takaindesa Jongwe. And the goalkeeper is up and about. He's feeling fine now and can continue. Gurure takes it long. Headed forward. This one taken away once again. And it comes into the middle of the park. Now it comes back to Ivan Rusike. Takes it away, but he was pulled down. Yadah under pressure. Ngezi Platinum up, coming up now. And a long effort there from the captain. Oh, it's a shot way over the bar. Rusike stayed down, injured. I think it was a clash of knees when he was going down. Did you see what happened there?
Yes, Ivan Rusike actually allowed the ball to run past him and then chase it afterwards. So when he was trying to go for the same loose ball, he tried to stop it, but his momentum was so much that he kept on going forward even though he had stopped the ball. Look at him there, he's trying to run for the ball, he steps on it and then he didn't get a good contact on it, and then fine, his follow through effort and his momentum actually made him fall. I think maybe his falling cost him an injury there, but not anything from Ngezi Platinum player. It was, I think, a self-inflicted injury by the way his body maneuvered after the contact with the ball. So very unfortunate for Ivan Rusike. We do not want to see him. Look at him there, rushing for the ball, a good run, he steps on it, and then he doesn't get further contact on the ball. And then when he landed on his knee, then he suffered that injury. Hope it's not anything serious. Hope to see him get back on the field.
He's back and ready to carry on with the game here. That's Ivan Rusike. His fans in the stands are still singing his name. Yadah is still leading by 2-1. But Ngezi Platinum are asking questions now. And this one goes all the way back to Murasiranwa. Ngezi goalminder rolls it to Polite Moyo. Plays it to the near side here. Chirwa will collect. Plays it through. Chamboko has come on the near side here. This picked up the return pass. Done well, and a good sliding tackle by Richard Achiro. That one goes out of play. And a substitution is coming. For Ngezi Platinum, Muzenda joins the fray. And Mavudzi calls it a day. Muzenda has joined the fray. Now playing up front for Ngezi Platinum. Daka with the throw for the Miracle Boys, who are still leading by 2-1. Fernando calling for the ball, but he opts for Rusike. This one headed into touch. Throw in again for Yadah. "23 minutes to go." Good toe poke there by Vareta. Good play by Fernando. Long crossfield ball. Urikop is chasing, and the goalkeeper does well. Confirmation of the substitution. Nisbet Muzenda comes in for Tinashe Mavudzi. 2-1. The Miracle Boys still cling to power. Offside on the far side. And this will be a free kick. Talent Chamboko has been a busy character on the field for Ngezi Platinum. Scorer of the goal. A bit unlucky. Could have made it 2-2. But his left foot took the ball over the bar. Some of the fans deciding to watch from outside the stadium, watching it for free. The throw is taken. And the header comes down. Fernando goes down. He gets the benefit of doubt. Muzenda penalized. And that will be a free kick. And Fernando came from behind, and somehow he's the one who ended up getting the injury. No, that's Amrasiranwa Valentine, the defender who came on to solidify the defense. Yeah, he actually kicked the Ngezi Platinum player, but he's very lucky that Mr. Kalota has seen it the other way around, and now he's been allowed to carry on with the game. But of course he must leave the field first, and these fans trying to enjoy some of the messages that are coming through onto their phones. Here it comes to Urikop. Tightly monitored, it goes out of play. Throw in to Madamburo. Chirwa takes it quickly. A back header by Karengesha. Delik is looking for it, but again it's taken away. A chance now. Oh, lovely chance. Here it comes. Good defensive work there by the captain. That's a Quadramin. Now Muzenda slips it through. Makue taking too long on the ball. Muzenda goes down. Referee says play on. And it comes back once again. King Nadolo giving it a bit of color each time he holds the ball. He's there to display his skills. Here it comes now to Fernando. Cools it down. Lays it on the far side. It's Urikop. Back to King Nadolo. Ball played on the far side. Urikop is fighting for it. Goes down under challenge. Ref says play on. The game continues with Urikop down. Ngezi Platinum asking more questions. Gomezani. Muzenda. Wide to the far side. The cross looks good, but it's a bit too long for Delik. And it will be taken by the goalminder. God knows Gurure. Beaten by Chamboko in the 36th minute of the first 45. We are deep into the second half. Into the 72nd minute. And this one roused kindly to the Ngezi Platinum defenders. Hachiro picking on it. And it's guided all the way back to the goalkeeper, who should restart the formula. Marasiranwa. Polite. Moyo. Hachiro. And the Quadramin couldn't control this one. Rolls into touch. If the truth be told, the captain of Ngezi Platinum, Quadramin, has been off color throughout the day.
Yes, Quadramin is one player who has seen it all in the local game, but sadly and unfortunately this afternoon he is not the Quadramin that we've gotten used to. And also remember, he's a former soccer star of the year or player of the year in the local league. So yeah, it's not a good day in the office for Quadramin this afternoon. Yeah, and of course right now his team is trailing by 2-1. Well, they are desperately in need of an equalizer and hopefully get a winner, as the Yadah they are promising with a move. Urikop, very unfortunate. 10 shot saved.
Oh yes, Urikop couldn't wrap his foot around the ball, and Ngezi Platinum survive. Polite Moyo chasing. He's got options. The chance once again, a long clearance. Makue brings it down neatly. It comes to Mzenda, tackled and taken away. Rusike, who could be substituted soon. The ball is given away again. Yadah will have to defend. This is Karengesha. It's a good looking cross. The defender does well. Vareta will bring it down and clips it away out of danger. That was a very, very good cross, and the defender must be commended for bringing it down. Here is Makue. Karengesha can be a troublesome character, bringing in an early cross inside the area. Is there? Talent Chamboko. What a cross. What a header. Ngezi Platinum are back on terms now. 2-2 is the scoreline. That was a well-flighted cross by the young Karengesha. 4 goals we've had here. It's even Stevens. Yadah have tried to defend desperately, and the Ngezi fans are celebrating. Well, some Ngezi Platinum officials, one of them, not showing so much emotion, Joe, but I can tell you that they are inside. They are doing some flips and somersaults.
Yes, they are not animated. They are happy with what they are seeing here. Their team having come back from 2-0 down. A ball that was flighted from the right flank there, looping cross and finding Chamboko's head, who targeted all the ball into the far corner, finding it as an equalizer. And of course, according to script, this fixture has always produced goals. There's never been a goalless draw between Yadah and Ngezi Platinum. They've always given us goals, and the highest scoring goal game so far was in 2018 when Yadah lost 5-0 to Ngezi Platinum. So there's always a game, there's always a goal out of this fixture, and today this is not a surprise. 2-2 between Ngezi and Yadah, according to script.
Yes, and Terence Makuranyanga comes on for Evans Rusike. Talent Chamboko scoring the second goal here. But here's King Nadolo now. Can he orchestrate something for the Miracle Boys? They do believe that miracles do happen. It will be interesting to see if they can conjure up something. 2-2 if you're joining us for the first time. That's the scoreline. Comes again to Chirwa. The Vareta clears the danger. Zenda gets the return pass, brings in a cross. Fernando seems to have faded now. He's now wearing the captain's armband. Chamboko backwards. Kadramin to Komezani. Richard Achiro staying in defense. Maringwa lays it downfield, and Chamboko is caught offside. That will be a free kick. That's a former Zimbabwe international and Dynamos player, Desmond Maringwa, who is climbing up the ladder in football administration. He's now in kickoff. Started in Zimbabwe as a player representative, as a player union leader, and now he's into the kickoff structures. One of the few administrators who are doing well in Zimbabwe, Joe.
And that's one thing that we've always tried for, to say former footballers come into mainstream administration in football. After your playing days, yes, mostly have gone into coaching, but it's also good to see Desmond Maringwa, a legend himself who donned for Dynamos during his heydays, now in the mainstream administration at continental level, which is commendable.
Very commendable, and the goalkeeper drops it, luckily for him. He gets the second bite of the cherry in time. Chirwa now for Ngezi Platinum. Now a chance here for Karengesha. He has got the pace and skill, tries to bring in a cross, but this looks like it's a corner kick. Karengesha has come in and is causing lots of problems with his hard running.
I'll see Richard Achiro down on his knees there and the medical team going in to attend to him. He's one industrial player, a legend. I mean, he's someone who has seen it all in the local game, an experienced player, and who I think this afternoon commanded that midfield role very well on behalf of Ngezi Platinum. I wouldn't want to see him walk off the pitch because of injury. He is one good player, talented player, a joy to watch. Richard Achiro, we wish you a speedy recovery. Hope you can continue and see out the game in the last 12 minutes.
Yes, Yadah, when they look back, they'll be kicking themselves because they took the lead 2-0 and they failed to keep a clean sheet. They conceded after 36 minutes and then the second one came in the second half. Now they've got a corner to take. Captain Kwadramin, just number 23 for Ngezi Platinum to take it. These are the celebrations when Ngezi Platinum were celebrating their second goal. Here comes the corner now. It's a high one into the area, punched away by the goalkeeper. This is exactly what he should have done when the cross came for that goal there, Joe. And I'm sure if you ask Takaendesa, he'll be saying the same thing.
Yes, as a goalkeeper, when a ball is flighted into your box, you want to be very sure. Make sure when you go for it, you punch it and you punch it emphatically out of danger. In this case, he did very well. That is the other goalkeeper, Darlington Rasirano, the Ngezi goalkeeper. So, I mean, the other goalkeeper. You want to be very sure. Make sure you punch it and you punch it away effectively. He did very well in that case.
Yes, God knows, Guru, beg your pardon. As the throw will be taken, we have 2 match balls on the field of play. And we'll have to wait for the first one to be removed. Chitauro preparing to clear it downfield. And it's taken by Fernando. It doesn't do a good job. All it does is going up. Here it comes once again. Chirwa does well to find Talent Chamboko, scorer of the 2 goals. He could have scored a hat-trick with a bit of luck. Now comes King Nadolo. Lovely stuff from King Nadolo. Turns away from his marker. King Nadolo playing a long ball forward. Now it's played to the near side here. Karengesha is the other troublesome player. And this one goes out of play. Karengesha. Cross, and it's taken up by Fernando. Long ball forward, 9 minutes from the end, and Polite Moy does well to clear. Throw in to Yadah. As we wait for this throw in to come, Daka takes it short. Take a look at Urikob, who's playing a long ball forward. And finally cleared away. Here comes Chirwa to Achiro. Ngezi Platinum now playing with some wind in their sails. Here it comes to Polite Moy, a long ball forward. Ngezi Platinum still in possession, guiding it backwards. The Platinum Miners asking questions, especially whenever they involve Karengesha. Tightly monitored there by Daka. Ball played through. Free kick. That Terence Daka has brought down Karengesha. King Nadolo was entertaining the crowd here with some of his skills. There he is. Beats one man. Takes on another. That was Karengesha, who came in with a sliding tackle. And a lovely turn to keep possession, denying Chirwa a touch of the ball. Some lovely stuff. I'm sure Michael Nisi is watching he might be interested in working with him in the national team when they train. Who knows? He could end up in Morocco come December this year. A free kick in a very promising position there for Ngezi Platinum. Ngezi Platinum ready to dispatch this one. Zenda with a long one forward. The header comes back. Finally scrambled away by Yadah. Now they pick up possession. And Urikop is already tired. Soon after coming on as a second half substitute. Well, some of the crowd here, Joe, are very unhappy with Urikop for lacking effort. Do you agree?
I disagree, because I think the ball should have been played wide as opposed to being played towards the central channel. Urikop was running towards the corner flag, and I think the better ball would have been playing on the outside of the Ngezi defender. I think Urikop, they can't be blamed.
Here they come once again, trying to break the offside trap, and this one was overcooked. It goes all the way out for a throw-in, as we see some Ngezi Platinum technical members taking their seats after anticipating a good run into the penalty box. Throw-in will come from Emmanuel Chitauro. The drafting of Musarurwa into defense to 45 the defense didn't work out because they've conceded a second goal, forcing a draw here at the Hart Stadium. 5 minutes from the end. 2-2 is the scoreline. Long throw from Chitauro. But again, it's headed away. This one brought down by Richard Chiro, and Mukumba is brought down, so that will be a free kick. As we take a look at how it happened, Mukumba managed to beat his marker, and the Yadah substitute Terence Magranyanga swept him off his feet. And here it comes once again. It's picked up by Makue. That was a well-taken effort. Goalkeeper did well. And the crosser comes through. And in the end, and that one goes into the back of the net. But the whistle is already gone. But what a bullet from young Makue.
Young Makue picking up a loose ball in the central park and then letting go of a good shot, which was dealt with very well. Look at him there, all by himself. He decided to take a shot, which he did. Perhaps a slight deflection of a Yadah defender, but the goalkeeper had it covered. He did very well to dive to his right and parry it away. It was a good shot and a good save from the keeper.
Yadah are attacking now. They've got an opportunity here. Fernando taking it to the corner flag. No support. And he gives it away. Karangesa. And it comes to Delik Murimba. Murimba taking too long on it. And finally cleared downfield. And Urikop is not there. And it's guided back to the goalkeeper. Darlington Murasiranwa. Hachiro is caught in possession. He is lucky. Patrick Kalota decides otherwise. And it will be a free kick. Yeah, Musarurwa clattered into the Ngezi Platinum midfielder, who is now limping. This is the second time that he has gone down injured. But of course, Richard is a tough character, strong player. He's deciding to play on with 3 minutes to the 90. Talon Jamboko brings it down. And that's an overcooked cross from the captain once again. Nobody home, and it goes out of play for a goal kick, which will be taken by God knows Gurure, who was beaten twice by the same man, Talent Chamboko of Ngezi Platinum. Long effort downfield from the goalkeeper. Mzarurwa Gets the return pass, gives it to Urikop. Urikop finding support. Sarurwa shielding it. And in the end, he wins a throw-in following interception by Karangesha. Karangesha came on and became very effective, forcing Dhaka to backpedal, and they created the second goal. And another chance for a free kick here. Looks like it's King Nadolo, who is lying injured. He was thumped to the turf. The referee just giving him some time to see if he can recover. He does so. That's King Nadolo. It's a very good looking position for Yadah, and this is how it happened. He tried to beat his marker and he was elbowed into the face. Dhaka stands behind the ball, ready to see if he can punish Ngezi Platinum. Yadah, of course, trying to fight relegation. 3 minutes of a stoppage time has been given by Patrick Kalota. Here is a chance now for Yadah to find the third goal. But my goodness me, poorly done. 3 minutes, as the board shows. So another chance, but then it was too far ahead of the defender, and the goalkeeper can now clear. Vareta added backwards. Musarurwa trying to give challenge, but it's taken away by Ngezi Platinum, and this one anywhere goes for Yadah. I'm sure they're beginning to feel that, look, a point is better as Chirwa goes through, and again a rush of blood to his head. Poor effort by Chirwa. He had done well to beat his defender, but blasted it through, and Tekshua Chirabwi is not happy.
Yeah, he's right not to be happy. We have seen even both sides, even Yadah themselves, we have seen two incidences from either end where players have demonstrated their desperation. I don't know whether it's just fatigue or mental tiredness or what, but otherwise some balls that we've seen in the last 2 minutes from both sides is actually demonstrated that maybe the players are tired, and even mentally they're just playing like anywhere it goes. But this is a moment to be a hero in this game, because if you score now, you become the hero, you become the poster boy in tomorrow's publications. Yeah.
Well, out of your picture, the goalkeeper went down, but he got instructions from Takandesa Jongwe to get up and get on with it, because we can't afford to, continue playing anymore. Good coaching there by the veteran coach Takandesa Jongwe. The young goalkeeper failing to realize that it's not in his favor to continue playing. Ngezi Platinum are piling on the pressure here. Here comes Chitauro. Long throw into the area. Nobody home for Yadah. Ball is cleared. Picked up by Dhaka. And it comes back to Dhaka once again, who tries a cross, fails. Karangesha is moving back to defend. And you can see the Ngezi Platinum bench. Mutue Kuziwa, one of them. Long throw into the area. No problems there for the goalkeeper. That's Darlington Murasiranwa. 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes played. 30 seconds to go. Any minute now. The referee will be blowing. Delik Murimba picks it up. That was a poor decision there by Ngezi Plant by Yadah. This is unbelievable. My goodness me! What on earth were they thinking? And the ball has trickled into the back of the net. Ngezi Platinum surely have won it now, Joe.
I mean, there can be no other way out of this game. Yadah have given the game away. They led 2-0 at some point, allowed Ngezi Platinum to come back into the game, and now a late last-minute sucker punch from Ngezi Platinum seals the game. And I'm sure Takayende Sajongwe has every right to believe it at his players. How did they let this game slip through their fingers? Definitely dejected faces from Yadah.
Oh yes, it started with the defense. A harmless looking ball was played in the center, and the referee blows to end the match here at the Hart Stadium. As you take a look at the goal here, it seems to have come off the boot of Talent Jamboko again. A second look will help. Here comes the cross, and Makue had a touch, and Derek Murimba scored the goal, the third goal for Ngezi Platinum to win it by 3-2. But my word, this has hurt their coach, Takayende Sajongwe, a usually calm character, but today he was so animated and very furious with his players. And you can see the two coaches now going through the proceedings. Tekshua Chiragwi with a smile. Takayende Sajongwe not so happy.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can't blame him. I think lapse in concentration at the back for Yadah players. I mean, how they allowed Ngezi Platinum to fly that ball into the box and finding the net through Derek Murimba. What a killer goal, a sucker punch, and definitely Ngezi Platinum will take away the 3 points. They'll be happy travelers going into their next game against Highlanders at Papa Fields next weekend. They'll be happy to take the 3 points out. Happy travelers they are. Good win by Yadah, by Ngezi Platinum.
Yes, indeed. Ngezi Platinum winning. Let's go down to the touchline and get to hear from Tekshua Chiragwi.
So 3-2, it ends right here at the Hart Stadium. Ngezi Platinum stealing it at the death. And right now I'm joined by the victorious coach, that is Tekshua Chiragwi. And Coach Jeko, congratulations on the victory. What does this say about the mental attitude of your players coming back from a 2-0 deficit to win the match?
Thank you so much. Firstly, I want to thank God. And I think the guys, they did very well today, to be honest. And from the onset, very unfortunate, you know, we conceded 38 seconds first to go, but we knew it was too early and we can still come back. We had that belief, you can see from the training, that these guys, they still have that fighting spirit and know who are there in the league. So I think today they showed. From there, we started to regroup again and start playing. I think what we did most today is to remain calm and control the game, and we did that. When we've got the momentum, we conceded again another goal out of nothing. But the difference was these guys were looking for goals, and when they get the chances, they quickly get those chances to the goals. Unfortunately for us, we are not doing that, but we are in terms of controlling the game. But we knew if we keep on playing the ball, we are going to get some situations that we can go behind the defense and make sure we can score. If you look at the first goal that we scored, that's how we did. We keep possession from the back until we pass through the defense, and it was 1 versus 1. We get so many chances 1 versus 1, and we couldn't utilize, but we kept on believing that we can, and we scored the second goal, which we made the changes on halftime. 2 double changes. We brought in Delic Mulimba and also Karengesha to have that speed and also a quick, intelligent forward, and they give us what we wanted. So at the end of the day, Delic, last minute, he got a winner. That's exactly what we wanted, and like I've said, it's not going to be easy, and definitely it wasn't easy for us. But we thank God we managed to get a win at the last minute.
Coach, let me leave you to go and celebrate with your team. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was the victorious coach, that is Tekshua Chiragwi, the coach for Ngezi Platinum Stars. And right now I'm joined by Coach Maxweta Kendesa Jongwe. Coach, 3-2 at the depth. Where do you think went wrong?
Bad day in the office. It was a bad day. Bad day in the office. That's all I can say.
And Coach, how disappointed are you after that perfect start? You also get a 2-0 lead.
That's why I said it was a bad day in the office. That's the best way to describe it. To try and break it down, it's neither here nor there. It was a bad day in the office. You don't lead 2-0. You give away. I thought they calculated their first goal. Thought we could have even this first their equalizing goal. There were a lot of lapses. Even this losing goal, their winning goal. Surely you don't expect those mistakes at this level. But you know, as a team, when the boy does that, it also means I'm part of that. Means probably I didn't train the boy enough. So what the boy does is as good as he trains. So I take the blame for the collapse.
Okay, Coach, commiserations on the defeat and better luck next time.
Thank you so much.
That was Coach Maxwell Chakendesa Jongwe, who is the coach for Yadah after a 3-2 defeat right here at the Heart Stadium. And right now, we'll leave you watching the highlights of the match.
Well, the highlights of the match there. A bad day in the office, so said the fixer, Maxwell Takayendesa Jongwe. Well, there were lapses in concentration. There were some theatrics coming from God knows Gurure. I don't know why he was doing that right at the end. And right at the end, football is so atrociously cruel and unpredictable at times. Yadah 2-0. They were 2-0, but they just threw it away. And Chief Justice, you liked this goal. That was the best one. And did you ever believe that Ngezi would turn it around like that?
Like I said at halftime, that we'll see more goals in the second half. They came through Ngezi. A good thing about Ngezi, they went to halftime with a goal. They replied, that from Talent Chamboko. It showed that there is character in that team. And of course, Yadah, they let in 2 goals, and of course, now they're losing. And you could see Nadole had a very good game. You need compliment, but he took out Chikumba. I think that's where they lost the game. That's and right. There was total control in midfield from Ngezi, unlike in the first half.
Coach Bex, yes. Ngezi Platinum, now number 3, just behind Scotland.
They say second half belongs to the coaches. And I think this substitution right at halftime, from halftime, we saw 2 substitutions. Those were 2 key changes for Ngezi, which saw them winning this game.
Master stroke substitutions by Deco, Tekshua Chiragwi, and some lapses in concentration by Yadah, giving away a 2-0 lead. But you see, that's football for you. That's what he does. That's why somebody once said, football can kill you. Right, that's just about it. Thanks so much for being with us in this very exciting game where Madamburo came back from 2 goals down to win it 3-2. The last goal coming in the very, very last second. 3-2 they did. So on Sunday, we bring you Dinamo Dimbare taking on Boys Zenaro Green Fuel from Rufaro Stadium. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing here on ZBC TV. Just leave me to thank Coach Bex, Bekim Pilonyoni. Thanks once again. When it's always a pleasure when you're around. And Chief Justice Majavi, he's already thinking about
Sunday.
Right, from everybody in the whole ZBC TV sports crew behind the scenes, fronted by our producers Devin Shinurai, Stuart Shoriwa, Tinashe Manyoni, and Gina Gwanzura. Yes, we say, remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. I'm Charles, CNN Mabika. Until we meet again, it's bye-bye for now.